Alright. Testing 1, 2. What's everybody? How's it going? Happy Friday. Hope you're all well. So we get ready to head back to Cleveland. Game 5 of the 2023 ALCS. Yankees versus Cleveland. Former Yankee farmhand Luis Hill versus, it won't be Robbie Ray, it'll be Cal Quantrill in a pivotal Game 5. The series is tied at 2. Again, to set the stage, Yankees only went 2-5 against Cleveland in the regular season. One of the few teams that really gave us fits the entire year. But after dropping the first 2 at Yankee Stadium, the Yankees have bounced back to dominate games 3 and 4 behind Joe Musgrove and Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray gave up 2 runs in 8 innings pitched. What's up, Mike? Good evening. So a pivotal game here. Cal Quantrill, former Cleveland pitcher, a chance to give the Yankees a 3-2 lead to head back to the Bronx and see who goes to the World Series. Also, sorry, just started a couple of minutes late tonight. Some last-minute work came in and was just like, anyway, so the pen is pretty much good to go. Everybody but Boxberger. I mean, Boxberger could go an inning or a hitter or 2 if need be, but everybody else available. Hill, another right-handed pitcher, so it'll be the usual lineup for the Yankees. And let's get going. Everybody having a very good postseason except for poor Oswaldo Cabrera. Which means he's due. Maybe. Depending on who you ask. But pivotal Game 5 in Cleveland. Either way, the series goes back to the Bronx. After the Yankees won games 3 and 4, 5-2, and 6-2, respectively. It's raining again here in Cleveland. It rained again in Game 2, which also hurt the Yankees. Brandon Woodruff, a little rusty after the rain delay. Neither pitcher went more than 5 because of it. Hopefully, the Yankees can get some length out of Quantrill. But again, if need be, the whole pen is pretty much rested. You see there, Cleveland won 5-0 and then 3-2 in a huge Game 2. Hill made 8 starts in the regular season. The September call-up for Cleveland made the postseason roster. A 3.13 ERA, about a little over a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and a whip just over 1. Cleveland very high in this kid. That's probably why Nestor Cortez went to the pen. Jorge Polanco, 4 home runs, 6 RBI, a 3.13 average. Hill, a fastball, slider, changeup pitcher, but he tops out about 98 on the gun. And we are underway as Polanco fouls a slider back and out of play, 0-1. Polanco, of course, came over with Jorge Alcala for Clay Holmes and DJ LeMahieu. And the Twins finished in last place this year. This one driven to left center field and deep. And this one is off the top of the wall. Played out there nicely by Springer. Polanco, though, has himself a leadoff opposite field double. Wind carrying to right tonight, and that will bring up Joey Gallo, who hit his first home run of the postseason in Game 3. And fouls a fastball straight back here, 0-1. Just a hair late on it. Trying to get the extension there. And this pulled to the right side. Jimenez there will go to first. Advancing to third is Polanco, 1 away. So a productive out from Joey Gallo as we look at the starting lineup. Polanco followed by Gallo, Nolan Arenado, Matt Olson, Avi Garcia, Jason Dominguez, Michael Conforto, Wilson Contreras, and Ozzy Cabrera batting ninth. Whoever has scored first this entire series has won every game. As Arenado chases an outside fastball, 0-1, looking to ambush that first pitch. Cleveland, anything up the middle, they'll take a ground ball, they'll trade an out for the run. And Arenado swings and misses out in front of that changeup, 0-2. Typically one of the more clutch Yankee hitters, but down in an 0-2 hole. And he skies this one to fairly deep right. Again, wind carrying that way. Catch is made by Straw. Polanco will tag. Straw has a good arm, but his throw is up the line. It's a sac fly RBI for Arenado. And the Yankees take the 1-0 lead. Double ground out sac fly. A little small ball here for the Bombers. As that brings up Matt Olson with 3 home runs, leads the Yankees with 8 RBIs in the postseason and a .429 average. Had a huge 2-run double in Game 4. And he rolls this one over to the right side as he grounds a fastball to Jimenez. He will throw him out, and that will do it here in the top of the first. But the Yankees strike first. And they scratch out a run. We go bottom 1. Yankees up 1-0. Cal Quantrill getting his first action of the postseason. You see there, 32 starts, a 13-9 record, a 4.01 ERA. When we play with Cal, he usually pitches pretty well, though. About a 3-1 strikeout to walk ratio and a 1.13 whip. What's up, Josh? What's up, cool gamer? And Miles Straw will lead off. He has been having a heck of a postseason. A lot of singles, but still, 476. No home runs, no RBI as he takes one up and in. Lots of runs scored, though, and lots of stolen bases. As this one skied to fairly deep right. Garcia going back. Again, the wind is carrying that way tonight, but Avi makes the catch, 1 away. Jorge Polanco double, Gallo ground ball, got him the third, Arenado sac fly. That's what happened, Josh. So we look now at the Cleveland starting lineup. Straw followed by Rosario, Giancarlo Stanton, who's been killing his old club, George Springer in center, Ramirez at third, Ryan Mountcastle back at first, Torkelson the DH, Jacob Nottingham back in there behind the plate, and Andres Jimenez batting ninth and playing second base. Rosario hitting .229 in the postseason. Takes a first pitch fastball for a strike, 0-1. 2 home runs, 5 RBI for the Cleveland shortstop. As he lays off the low change, 1-1. Again, came over in the Lindor trade. So that misses high 2-1 because Stanton's contract is ridiculous, and I wanted pitching. Swing and a miss there. Good slider from Quantrill, 2-2. And just got a piece of that curveball to stay alive, still 2-2. And fouls off a fastball. And this is usually when things kind of go awry sometimes for the Yankees, is these long at-bats. As that misses outside, 3-2. Again, Stanton on deck. The payoff pitch. Hanging slider. Fairly deep. Going back is Gallo on the track, and he just got under it. As Joey makes the catch in the middle of the warning track, 2 away. Hung a slider, but got away with it. Stanton, 1 home run, 5 RBI, a .323 average. That was a slider right over the middle of the plate. But Rosario just missed it as Stanton takes one inside, 1-0. And now the 1-0 is low, 2-0. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 2-1. I don't know, cool gamer. I honestly don't know. But maybe. That's fouled off 2-2. But then again, I really wanted pitching. And you got to give something to get something. Checked his swing, but goes around. Strike 3. Got him on the curve. A 1-2-3 inning for Quantrill. We go top 2. Yankees up 1-0 here in Game 5 of the ALCS. Avi Garcia, 3 home runs, 7 RBI, a .259 average this postseason. Has really struggled against Cleveland this series. Takes a pitch high, 1-0. I also don't like that he's slow and injury prone. Not going to lie. You see there, Garcia hit his 200th home run in the last series of the season. Swing and a miss there, one on his 200th career home run. Also hit one on the last day of the year to finish 201. At least at this point. The 1-1. Jam shot. Foul ground. Mountcastle gives it a look, but that'll reach the netting. 1-2. And this one, sliced foul on the right field line. Still 1-2. No, so Lindor, I traded for Lindor. And then I played 1 year with him, and he was hurt most of the year. As that misses high, 2-2. And that's why Cabrera came up and became the everyday shortstop. And then I traded Lindor to the Cardinals for Nolan Arenado. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 away. As Garcia can't catch up to that inside fastball, and that brings up Jason Dominguez. So he's in St. Louis right now, Josh. Hitting .308 and smacks this first pitch right at Rosario, 2 away. Again, he's had a couple of those where he's hit him right on the screws and right at the Cleveland shortstop. As Michael Conforto hitting .320 now, 4 solo home runs in the postseason. Always seems to come up with no one on. And he takes the first pitch and hammers it to right center field and deep. Springer back at the track, looking up. He's done it again! Another solo bomb for Magic Mike! A missile to dead center! Goodbye, baseball! His team leading 5th of the postseason. And the Yankee lead is now 2. It's 2-0 New York here in the second. Michael Conforto could be the ALCS MVP. I believe this is his 4th home run of the series. 410 to dead, almost dead center, and 102 off the bat. And that brings up Wilson Contreras now hitting 286. And he fouls a fastball straight back, 0-1. 2 home runs, 3 RBI. This is only his 2nd game of the series. He came up lame in practicing before game 1. And now Contreras to deep left, but Stanton will make the catch just a little out in front of that slider. Signed him in free agency, Josh. Much like the Cardinals did in real life, I gave him a 5-year deal, $52.5 million. So I get, yeah. George Springer, no home runs, 2 RBI, a 200 average. Had a couple of hits in yesterday's game, but also got thrown out at home plate. Swing and miss there, 0-1. On a play that really kind of turned that game entirely in the Yankees' favor, as that misses outside, 1-1. And now this one, skied to right center, deep but playable. Again, the wind carrying out today. Garcia there, 1 away. And Jose Ramirez, no home runs, 3 RBI, a 303 average. Smacks this to the right side, and Cleveland will have their first hit of the day. Dominguez will cut off the alley. Ramirez going for 2. Dominguez has a good arm, not in time. A 1-out double for Jose Ramirez, hustling out of the box. And now that brings up Ryan Mountcastle, hitting 267. He had a double, I believe, in yesterday's ball game. And he takes a strike, 0-1. A hustle double indeed, Josh. A hustle double indeed. And this one, gets by Olsen. That's going to be a base hit. They're going to send Ramirez home. Garcia's got a good arm, and he will make it home. Ramirez showing off the wheels. And it's 2-1 Yankees now as Mountcastle delivers an RBI knock to right. And now that brings up Spencer Torkelson, who takes a strike right down Broadway, 0-1. Torkelson, 1 home run, 2 RBI, a 138 average. Takes another strike there, 0-2. Now that off the plate, 1-2. Cool gamer, we played 3 games yesterday. Yankees tied the series up at 2. Swing and a miss there, strike 3. Good curveball from Quantrill. And Jacob Nottingham hitting 333. Takes a strike at the top of the zone, 0-1. And there's another quick strike with the change, 0-2. And that low, 1-2. So again, that hustle double by Ramirez, this is hit hard to Polanco. He will go to first, and that will end the inning. Is a big reason why Cleveland gets on the board. Ryan Mountcastle delivers an RBI single at the end of 2. We got ourselves a ball game. It's 2-1 New York. Ozzie Cabrera, 1 home run, 3 RBI in the postseason, 0-43. He's got some walks, but his only hit is a 2-run home run, and he also has a sac fly as he's out in front of that changeup and knocks it foul, 0-1. The 0-1 to the Ozman is low, 1-1. That's outside 2-1. This is game 5, cool gamer. This is game 5. The series is tied at 2. Yeah, 5 guys. Yeah, that's pretty good, Josh. Swing and a miss there on a fastball, 2-2. The 2-2 to Cabrera. Little chopper back towards the mound. Hill fields. Flips, fires the first. Got him, 1 away. And Cabrera's struggles continue as that brings up Jorge Polanco, who scored the first Yankee run, doubled, advanced on a ground ball, and scored on a sac fly. And now pops up the first pitch to center field, or more right center. I think the wind having something to do with that. Springer there makes the catch 2 away as he dances around the raindrops. Now that brings up Joey Gallo. Oh for 1, fouls a fastball straight back, 0-1. And Gallo fouls another one off, 0-2. Just missing Hill's first 2 offerings. It's going to be interesting to see, as that's called a ball. Hill not happy with the call, or no call, 1-2. It's going to be interesting to see how deep the 2 5-starters go, as this one is chopped towards the left side because of the shift. Ramirez at shortstop position fires the first. The Yankees go in order here in the third. We go bottom 3. It's still 2-1 New York. Andres Jimenez, 1 home run, 2 RBI, a 172 average will lead off here. As there's a strike, 0-1. Jimenez, part of that Lindor trade a couple years ago, as that's fouled off, 0-2. And that misses just low, 1-2. And this fouled off into the Cleveland dugout, still 1-2. Just got a piece of it to stay alive on the low slider. And another 1-2. Swing and a miss, blew a fastball by him at 97. 1 away. Third K for Quantrill. And that brings up Miles Straw, who flew out to right in his first at-bat. And he takes a strike on the inner half, 0-1. And now this one chopped foul, 0-2. And that's low and outside, 1-2. Straw spoils a fastball, still 1-2. And lays off a curve. This is what you want from your leadoff hitter, making him work. And this one popped up to center field. Fairly deep up, playable for Dominguez. Makes the catch, 2 away. Fastball that caught a little bit more of the plate, but got away with it. Rosario, 0 for 1, had a deep fly ball to left in his first at-bat. Takes a strike, 0-1. But tonight, the wind is not going that way. It's going to right. There's a strike, 0-2. It's a good night for Quantrill usually when he's getting ahead of the hitters like this. Is this line foul, still 0-2. And the 0-2. Another foul ball. And now a chopper to second. Polanco there, kind of corrals it, fires the first. And a 1-2-3 inning for Quantrill and the Yankees. We go top 4. Yankees up by a run. I don't know, Josh. I can't think off the top of my head, guys. I just can't stand. I don't know. Everybody who plays for Boston. Nolan Arenado got his 6th RBI of the postseason in his first at-bat with a sac fly to right. Still hitting .333 on the postseason. Will lead off here against Hill. And tries to turn on that inside slider, but out in front of it, 0-1. Hill took a little something off. And now fouls off a fastball, 0-2. Slowed him down, then sped him up. The 0-2. High and outside, 1-2. Swing and a miss, got him to chase that slider, 1 away. Second K for Hill, and that brings up Matt Olson, who grounded out to second in his first at-bat. And he fouls off a fastball, 0-1. The 0-1. Hammered towards right field and deep. Going back and looking up is Straw. Matt Olson's done it again. Goodbye, baseball. His 4th 4th of the postseason and his 3rd of the ALCS. A solo shot to right. Matt Olson turns on one, and Matty Olson delivers an insurance run. It's 3-1 New York. Goodbye, baseball! A laser beam, 405 to right, almost 105 off the bat. Turned on the inside fastball, did Olson. As now Garcia chases a fastball, 0-1. Garcia struck out in his first at-bat, 1 for 15 in the ALCS after a very good ALDS. That misses inside, 1-1. So a big insurance run for the Yankees here in the top of the 4th. As Garcia can't catch up to that fastball, 1-2. And swing and a miss on a low slider, 2 away. 3rd K for Hill, and that brings up Dominguez. He lined out hard to short in his first at-bat. And now he swings over the top of a change, 0-1. The 0-1. Checked his swing, but backdoor slider catches the edge, 0-2. Hill at 40 pitches through 3 2/3. The 0-2. Knocked foul. We'll do it again. Dominguez out in front of that low slider. Yes, Josh, I traded him too at some point. As this one sliced down the left field line, 0-2. Probably had to throw him in to get the deal done for them to take Stanton's ridiculous contract. As that misses low, 1-2. And he just got called up to be a part of the, I said he was a September call-up this year for Cleveland as Dominguez stays alive 1-2, and they let him be the 5 starter because Nestor Cortez, as much as I love Nestor is terrible in MLB The Show, at least this year. And Dominguez will pop this up to left. Shallow left, long run for Stanton, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. But Matt Olson gets the Yankees back their insurance run at the end of 3.5. It's 3-1 New York. Speaking of Stanton, he struck out in his first at-bat, but leads off here against Quantrill. And he takes a strike to top of the zone, 0-1. And now chops a changeup foul, 0-2. Swing and a miss, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Chases the slider, 1 away. 4 Ks for Cal. Nice, Josh. George Springer 0 for 1 now up at the plate. 50th pitch of the day for Cal is fouled back out of play, 0-1. Springer had 29 home runs in the regular season. Takes this one low, 1-1. And now fouls off a fastball, 1-2. Fouls off a slider, still 1-2. And we'll do it again. Low, 2-2, as Springer lays off the curve that was over the plate but low. Ooh, just off the plate, says the umpire, 3-2. It's a big pitch with Ramirez on deck. And Springer spoils it foul, still 3-2. We'll do it again. And Springer knocks it. Oh, Olson knocks it down. Recovers, flips the Quantrill, covering 2 away. Only man on the right side of the infield, and Matt Olson shows why he's a perennial Gold Glover. Knocked it down, picked it up, and Quantrill covering nicely. Brings up Ramirez, who doubled in his first at-bat and scored the only Cleveland run on a Mountcastle single. And he takes one. Ooh, the umpire calls it low, 1-0. There's a strike with the change, 1-1. And that's low, 2-1. There's a strike with the slider, 2-2. Good pitch from Cal there. Ramirez spoils a curveball, still 2-2. The 2-2. Just off the plate, says the umpire. Count now full. And the payoff pitch. And another foul ball, and we'll do it again. Got to keep an eye on Quantrill's energy. He's already at 64 pitches, which for him is a lot, as this is knocked foul. Still 3-2. Ninth pitch of the AB. Chopped to third, or Arenado, who's playing at short because of the shift, fires the first. Another 1-2-3 inning for Cal. We go top 5. Yankees still up by a pair. Michael Conforto had a solo home run in his last at-bat. Having a monstrous series, especially here in Cleveland. Fouls off a slider out in front of it, 0-1. That was the pitch to hit, but Hill just took enough off of it. And now swing and a miss, 0-2. And the 0-2. Whoa, way inside, 1-2. The 1-2. Smack to left field. That's a base hit. So Conforto continues his hot hitting, picks up a solid single to left to start off the 5th here. And that brings up Wilson Contreras, who's 0 for 1. 50th pitch of the night from Hill on its way. And Contreras laces this to center, but right at Springer. One away. He hit it well, but George Springer was there. Now that brings up Ozzie Cabrera. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at-bat. Grounded back to the pitcher, actually. And Cabrera tries to bunt, but misses it, 0-1. And he'll do that. Again, he's done that a lot in the regular season. Bunt for a base hit. Get the guy over at the very least. Now out in front, back-to-back changeups, 0-2. Devin Williams and Nick Sandlin warming in the pen for Cleveland. Might be Hill's last inning of work. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, but it gets away from the catcher. The throw down to first, or the second, not in time. So 2 away on Hill's 4th strikeout, but Conforto, well, that's one way to advance the runner. Polanco 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. So we got him on 3 changeups. Polanco fouls off a changeup, 0-1. Well, obviously now Conforto in scoring position takes away the force at second. And Polanco will deliver a massive hit up the middle. Springer's going to come up firing. Conforto waved home. He will score. It's 4-1 Yankees. Oh, and that wild pitch from Hill looms large now as Polanco golfs one up the middle. And that extra 90 feet got Conforto into scoring position, and the Yankees now make it 4-1. Now Joey Gallo up at the plate. That's Polanco's 7th RBI of the postseason. And Gallo, now a little blooper towards left center field. That's going to dunk him for a base hit. Stanton will cut it off. Polanco will go first to third. And the Yankees are still, and that's going to do it. In comes Nestor again for his 3rd game in a row. 3rd game of the postseason, his 5.4 ERA and 3 and a 3rd innings pitched, and he will face Nolan Arenado with 2 on and 2 outs. And Nolan Arenado busts this game wide open. Goodbye, baseball. A 3-run shot to left. His 5th of the postseason. And just like that, it's 7-1 Yankees. As the Yankees beating up on their former teammates. 6 runs charged to Hill, and a massive home run here given up by Nasty Nestor. Oh, doctor! Oh, doctor! Check my insurance! You'll find that we're up by 6 now. 4:02 to left, almost 109 off the bat. Matt Olson 1 for 2 with a solo home run. Swings to a fastball, 0-1. Now takes a pitch inside, 1-1. So after Cleveland took games 1 and 2 in New York, that cutter comes back across the inside corner, 1-2 for a strike. The Yankees looking to take all 3 in Cleveland, as Matt Olson slices one down the left field line, 1-2 still. And again, the wonder is that As that's fouled off 1-2. Why go to the lefty against Arenado, who meshes guys anyway? But particularly his numbers go up against lefties, as that misses high 2-2. Either bring in a righty who you had warming, or let Hill try to face one more guy to finish the inning. As Olsen strikes out on a high fastball to end the top of the 5th. But the Yankees score 4. The big blast, a 3-run bomb to left by Nolan Arenado. And we go bottom 5, Yankees up by 6. Ryan Mountcastle 1 for 1 with an RBI single will lead off here against Cal Quantrill, and he takes a strike 0-1. And now this one chopped up the middle. Ozzie Cabrera there fires the first, 1 away. That 8-3 prediction by Cool Gamer might come to fruition. Spencer Torkelson 0 for 1. Takes a strike, 0-1. 70th pitch of the day from Cal. Checked his swing, did not go, says the umpire. And that's off the plate, 2-1. There's a strike, 2-2. Good fastball from Cal. Swing and a miss, got him on the low slider, 2 away. And that's the 5th K for Cal, as that will bring up Jacob Nottingham, who's 0 for 1. And there's a strike, 0-1. And this one looped down the left field line. That's a fair ball into the corner, as Nottingham continues his hot hitting, going for second. Mike, I don't know, you know, now that we're up by 6, I don't know. It depends on how long this inning goes. I might still pull him after 5, because he's at 75 pitches already, and he's starting to run out of gas. As Jimenez fouls one off, 0-1. And this one popped up to Arenado. On the left side, makes the catch, so the 2-out double does not hurt them. And we go top 6. Yankees up by 6. Cortez still in there to face the 5, 6, 7 hitters of the Yankees. As Garcia swings to a fastball, 0-1. Yeah, I think we're going to warm up. We'll warm up Jorge Alcala. But I think we'll let Cal try to go 6, and if we'll go hitter to hitter kind of thing. Right, just because of the lead we have. As Garcia takes one off the plate, 1-1. Swing and a miss on a change, 1-2. This one ripped to left field. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to roll into the corner. Stanton will dig it out there, but Garcia picks up only his 2nd hit of the ALCS. It's a double down the line. The Yankees looking for more here. As Jason Dominguez, the switch-hitting center fielder, now up at the plate. Checks his swing, but it's a strike anyway, says the umpire. 0-1. This is what happened. Nestor, also gotta remember, Nestor's gone. This is his 3rd day in a row. Nestor's not a reliever by trade. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So Francona kind of, you could argue, mishandling the bullpen a bit here with his back of the rotation starters. That's inside to Dominguez, 1-2. If you're Jason, you at least just want to make some contact and get the runner to 3rd. And that's what he'll do. He'll chop it to 2nd. Jimenez there fires the 1st. Garcia goes to 3rd. 1 away. And that'll bring up Michael Conforto. 2 for 2. A home run, a single, couple of runs scored. 6 for 15 this ALCS. An RBI opportunity here for him. Late on the fastball, 0-1. He's looking for a breaking pitch, but Looking for the local and got the express. The 1-1 from Nestor. Oh, and he popped him up on the cutter. Ramirez off a third. Makes the catch. 2 away as Conforto can't get the job done against the lefty. And that brings up Wilson Contreras, who's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a line out. We're talking about guys who mash lefties. Contreras' numbers go through the roof against lefties. Oh, and there he might have done it again. This one to deep right field. Going back, Straw. It's gone! The wind carrying to right tonight. And it just got it over the fence. Contreras is third of the playoffs. Goodbye, baseball. Hey, Mr. Wilson. And Contreras makes it 9-1 Yankees. An offensive explosion here in the Bronx. Or excuse me, in Cleveland. By the Bronx Bombers, excuse me. As we're heading back to the Bronx. That's what I'm thinking about already. Getting ready to go back to New York. Devin Williams now making his 7th appearance of the postseason. 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. And Ozzie Cabrera back up at the plate. Pops a pitch, foul, and out of play. 0-1. If Cortez was still in there, I would probably have brought up Bobby Witt and given Cabrera the rest of the day off because his struggles are kind of sad at this point. The 0-2 knocked foul, still 0-2. Swing and a miss on a cutter, strike 3. And that'll do it for the 6th. But Wilson Contreras, a 2-run shot to right. We go bottom 6. Yankees now up by 8. Miles Straw 0 for 2 with a fly out to right and a fly out to center. Takes one inside, 1-0. Now rips one foul, 1-1. 80th pitch of the day for Cal is lined down the right field line, 1-2. No matter what, this is the last inning for Cal. As this one lined to right, Garcia makes the catch, 1 away. And Ahmed Rosario, a deep fly ball to left and a ground ball to short, if I remember correctly. This one popped up to shallow left. Gallo coming on makes the catch, 2 away. And now Giancarlo Stanton, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Takes a strike at the top of the zone, 0-1. Big reason why I think Cal is still in there is he's handled Stanton very well tonight. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Stanton lays off the slider, 1-2. Ooh, went after the high heater, just got a piece, still 1-2. And now a little dribbler back to Quantrill, who fields, settles, fires the first. Cal Quantrill, who hasn't pitched in almost a month, comes into Cleveland, gives up 1 run on 3 hits in 6 stellar innings. We go top 7, Yankees up by 8. Jorge Polanco 2 for 3, a double, a single, a run scored. 2 runs scored, actually. What's up, Calvin? How's it going, buddy? So Alcala will come in for the 7th. And Polanco delivers a deep fly ball to left. Going back is Stanton, looking up. It's going to be 1 hop against the wall. You knew it was a good sign when he started going towards right or left center, and then you just saw the back of his jersey as he turned back to get it. Nice, Calvin. How'd you guys do? Joey Gallo 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored now. Swing and a miss on a cutter, 0-1. And now chops a changeup foul, a little out in front of it, 0-2. Nice, Calvin. That misses outside, 1-2. Genesis Cabrera and Nick Sandlin now warming in the Cleveland pen. The 1-2. Off the plate, 2-2. And again, I know there's a travel day tomorrow, but again, Cleveland having to tax their pen. That's up and in, 3-2. Ah, nice, Calvin. Nolan Arenado on deck. His 3-run home run broke this game wide open in the 5th. The 3-2 to Joey. Inside ball 4, so Gallo walks. Works back from the 0-2 hole, and that brings up again Arenado. A 3-run home run back in the 5th. He takes a pitch high, 1-0. Above average speed on the bases for the Yankees. Poor speed at the plate. Arenado is a double play candidate, as that's fouled off 1-1, but of course, also a chance to go yard at any time. A 4 RBI night for Arenado here in Game 5. Looking for more, takes one inside, 2-1. Yeah, after losing the first 2, Calvin, we've really bounced back in Cleveland as Arenado fouls off that fastball. And the count goes to 2-2. Home runs by Contreras, Arenado, Conforto, Olsen, as that's fouled off, still 2-2. And again, should we hold on, the team that scored first, not only actually in this series, but every game of the playoffs for the Yankees, is the team that won, as Arenado gets tied up on an inside change, 1 away. And that brings up Matt Olson. As I mentioned, he had a solo home run back in the 4th at the time, made it 3-1. Swings to a fastball, 0-1. The 0-1 to Matty Olson. Fouled straight back, 0-2. And the 0-2, it's high, 1-2. As it stands, though, Yankees are 9 outs away from going back to New York with a 3-2 ALCS lead. And now this punched foul, still 1-2. This is Game 5, Calvin. This is Game 5. Olsen late on the fastball at 96. Again, the more pitches that Williams throws, this just only helps the Yankees for Game 6. Even with the travel day in the middle. As Olsen chases a low changeup, strike 3. Williams has gotten 3 outs so far, all 3 via the strikeout. Avi Garcia, 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored tonight. That's off the plate, 1-0. The 1-0 to Avi is low and outside, 2-0. The 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Garcia looked to be taking all the way. Again, making Williams throw more pitches, taxing the Cleveland bullpen as we head deeper into this series. As this one sliced over the head of Mountcastle. That'll be a base hit. Scoring is Polanco. Going to third is Gallo. It's an RBI single for Avi Garcia. And it's 10-1 Yankees. Played nicely out there by Straw to hold Garcia at first, but another run driven in. And now Jason Dominguez 0 for 3. Swings through a fastball, 0-1. So a double, a walk, and then a single. Gives the Yankees another run here in Game 5. And Dominguez will sky this one to center field. Deep, but playable for Springer. He puts it away. Get up and stretch. We're going bottom 7, but the Yankees are up by 9. Jorge Alcala will come on now, his 4th appearance of the postseason. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 3 innings pitched. Leading off is Springer. He's 0 for 2 tonight. And there's a strike, 0-1. Checked his swing, did not go. 1-1. And now this one, a little slow roller down the left field line. Arenado, bare hands. Oh, he can't field it. So it'll be an infield single, kind of a swinging bunt there for Springer. And that brings up Jose Ramirez, 1 for 2, a double, and the only Cleveland run scored. Takes a strike, 0-1. And that's off the plate, 1-1. And that's fouled back out of play, 1-2. And this one hit on the ground hard to Polanco. The 2nd for 1 on to first. A 4-6-3 double play. Just what the doctor ordered. Nicely turned there by the Yankees, and that brings up Ryan Mountcastle, who had an RBI single, his 5th RBI of the postseason. But that's really it for Cleveland's offense. A couple other hits scattered here as that misses inside 1-0. But a double and a single back in the 2nd has been all of their offense tonight. All of their scoring offense, I should say. 2-0 now to Mountcastle. Is this one pulled foul out in front? 2-1. The 2-1 from Alcala. Chopped foul, 2-2. And the 2-2 popped up to right off the end of the bat. Garcia near the line. Makes the catch. We're going top 8. Yeah, Calvin, I remember those days, man. I get those still sometimes. But, absolutely, man. Just sitting down and playing games sometimes, the best thing is. Cabrera making his 2nd appearance of the postseason. Pitched a perfect inning back in the Bronx, if I remember correctly. Getting some work here in Game 5 against Michael Conforto. 2 for 3, a home run, a single. 2 runs scored. Popped out in his last at-bat. Swings to a fastball here, 0-1. Cabrera, he can hit 100 on the gun. Fastball, curveball, changeup pitcher. Actually tops out. He's been measured at 102. That's off the plate, 1-1. Some very hard-throwing relievers in the Cleveland pen if it gets to a point where they get a lead late, but they have not had one since Game 2, as that misses inside 2-1. And actually, that's a fact. They haven't had the lead since the end of Game 2. That's in off the plate. 3-1 to Conforto. Wilson Contreras on deck. And now this one, line to left, fairly deep. Going back, Stanton makes the running grab over the shoulder for the first out of the inning. And now that brings up Wilson Contreras. He's 1 for 3 tonight with a 2-run home run back in the 6th. He takes a pitch outside, 1-0. As Casey Sadler and Nick Sandlin warming in the pen now. And actually, that reminds me. We're going to get Cole Sulser warmed up for the Yankees. Looks like he will come in and pitch the 8th. Swing and a miss on a high fastball, 1-1. Contreras has 3 hits in the last 2 games. So he takes a pitch inside, 2-1. And fouls a fastball straight back, 2-2. And that's inside. Count now full. Ozzy Cabrera on deck. And that's ball 4. So Contreras walks. And Cabrera's getting called back by the manager. Bobby Witt is being brought in to get his 3rd at-bat of the postseason and will stay in to play shortstop. The big reason is because Cabrera has just struggled so badly at the plate. If the Yankees can get anything from Witt, he might earn himself a start or 2. Cleveland's entire rotation, now that Cortez is in the pen, is made of righties, though. The 1-0 off the plate, 2-0. And Cabrera has been pretty wild here, throwing more balls than strikes. The 2-0, fouled back out of play by Witt, 2-1. It's also good to keep Witt sharp just in case, God forbid, something happens on the infield. And Witt fouls off a fastball, 2-2. The 2-2. Sliced down the right field line, just foul. Still 2-2. Late on the fastball at 97. The 2-2. Once again. And late again. Fouled it back out of play. Still 2-2. And now this one blooped to right field. That's going to be a base hit in front of Straw. And so Bobby Witt 1 for 3 in the postseason now. Picks up a single. And that brings up Jorge Polanco, 3 for 4 tonight with a single, 2 doubles. He fouls a fastball back out of play, 0-1. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. And this fouled off at the plate, 1-2. And the 1-2. Chopped up the middle. Oh, it hits off the bag. Contreras is going to be waved home. And he will be out at the plate. I thought the ball went further into center field. I wouldn't have sent him otherwise. I thought the ball had gone clean in the center field once it hit the bag. So Cleveland gets a break. And that brings up Joey Gallo. And Gallo's going to get called back. And John Birdie will come in the game. Again, trying to keep guys fresh, trying to give them opportunities. You don't get a lot of chance usually for substitutions and pinch hitters and all that other stuff here in the postseason. That did go as a single for Polanco. So John Birdie now. So swings through a fastball, 0-1. His first at-bat of the postseason. He's come in and played a couple innings and left for Gallo. Birdie has better speed. Gallo has a better arm. So you're exchanging range here at this stage of the game and taking out power. So that's fouled back out of play, 0-2. Oh, high and inside, 1-2. Swing and a miss on a curve, strike 3. We go bottom 8. Yankees leave a pair on, but they're still up by 9 as Bobby Witt stays in the game at shortstop, as I mentioned. And John Birdie stays in the game in left. Cole Sulser now, his 4th appearance of the postseason. 4 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. And he will face Spencer Torkelson, who's 0 for 2, had a couple of strikeouts against Cal Quantrill. Takes the first pitch, pops it up to right. Garcia is there, makes the catch, 1 away. And now Jacob Nottingham, 1 for 2 with a double. Was stranded at second, takes one high, 1-0. And now a curveball in the dirt, 2-0. That's off the plate, 3-0. Jimenez on deck. There's a strike at the knees, 3-1. And now this one popped up to left, so Birdie gets tested almost immediately, makes the catch, 2 away. And that brings up Jimenez, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-out. He fouls this off 0-1. Swing and a miss on a change, 0-2. And this one chopped by a diving Arenado. That's a base hit. Birdie will get it in quickly and hold Jimenez to a single. And that'll bring up Miles Straw, who's 0 for 3. He lined out in his last at-bat to right. Takes a strike, 0-1. And that's up and in, 1-1. There's a strike, paints the outside edge. Good slider there from Sulcer. The 1-2. Popped him up, jammed him with a fastball. Birdie in left. Makes the catch, and we go top 9. Yankees still up by 9. As in comes Nick Sandlin, his 5th appearance of the postseason, a 1-0 record, a 2.25 ERA, won one of the games against the Angels in the first round. Arenado 1 for 3 with a 3-run home run. And now it's not a save situation, but Giovanni Gallegos has pitched 1 inning the entire playoffs and gave up 4 runs? No, 2 runs in that 1 inning. 2 runs. So they're gonna try and get some work for him, especially because Cleveland seems to be his bugaboo. So with a 9-run lead, you want to see if you can straighten him out, especially if you need him back in the Bronx, as that backdoor slider is fouled straight back by Arenado out in front, 0-1. Sandlin, a slider, sinker, fastball pitcher, tops out about 97. Very effective against righties. And it's chased out of the zone, 0-2. He really does a good job of hiding the ball. Makes it hard to pick up. And swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 1 away. And that'll bring up Matt Olson. 1 for 4 with a solo home run. 7 for 20 now in the ALCS. Coming into this at-bat. And he fouls a fastball from Sandlin straight back, 0-1. You see the splits there. Olson, he has a couple hits against lefties, but obviously it's much better against righties. As he swings and misses on a sinker there, 0-2. Sadler and Alvarez warming for Cleveland just in case. The 0-2, way outside, 1-2. Almost looked like it almost slipped out of Sandlin's hand. And the 1-2, skied to left, fairly deep. Going back is Stanton. Seems to have a beat on it, and just shy of the track makes the catch, 2 away. And that brings up Avi Garcia, who's 2 for 4 tonight with a double, a single, and an RBI. A run scored. And the Yankees are holding their breath, hoping that this is Garcia starting to snap out of that 1 for 15 slide he was in. Swinging a miss there, 0-1. You see the splits there. He does okay against righties. Crushes lefties, however. Swinging a miss on a sinker there, 0 for 2. 0-2, excuse me. And this one turned on, but jammed him, I think, just a bit. Stanton in medium left makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for Sandlin. We go bottom 9. Last chance for Cleveland, and in comes Giovanni Gallegos. Trying to get back on track. Ahmed Rosario will lead off. It'll be the 2-3-4 hitters, and the first pitch swung on and missed, 0-1. So not usual you see your closer in garbage time like this, but considering Gallegos' struggles against Cleveland, this is a chance for him maybe to build some confidence, get back on track. Strike 3, Rosario down looking. Good morning, good afternoon, good night on 3 pitches. So 1 away, and that brings up Stanton, who's 0 for 3 tonight. And he takes a strike, 0-1. That's just off the plate, says the umpire, 1-1. Stanton fouls off a slider, 1-2. High fastball, Stanton lays off, 2-2. Swing and a miss, got him on the slider, 2 away. And that'll bring up George Springer, 1 for 3, an infield single. His last at-bat, a race on a double play. Takes that one inside, 1-0. Cleveland down to their last out. Swing and a miss there. 1-1. Chases the slider. 1-2. Cleveland down to their last strike. Fouled back out of play. Still 1-2. And fouls off an inside slider. And we'll do it again. And this one grounded to the right side. Knocked down by Witt. Springer too fast. He will reach on another infield single. And now that'll bring up the ever-dangerous Jose Ramirez. That misses high. 1-0. There's a strike with the change. 1-1. And this is fouled off, and again, Cleveland down to their last strike. The 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate. 1-2. And another foul ball, making Gallegos work. You also have to be careful of his pitch count now. Even with a day off tomorrow, if you really want to use him in Game 6. The 2-2 to Ramirez. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So despite the infield single, nothing else. The Yankees come to Cleveland, take all 3 games. 5-2, 6-2, 10-1. The pitching is getting better. The bats are heating up. And the Yankees now have a 3-2 lead in the ALCS as they've put Cleveland on the brink. Indeed it was a great win, Mike. Indeed it was. Cal Quantrill, 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 5 Ks. Polanco, 4 for 5. Couple of doubles, couple of singles. Hill gets the loss in 4 2/3. As the Yankees' number 5 starter outduels Cleveland's. You see there the first run of the game. Polanco, your player of the game, 4 for 5, an RBI, a couple of runs scored. Again, Quantrill, the win. Hill, 6 runs, 6 hits, 4 strikeouts in 4 2/3. And even Giovanni Gallegos maybe starting to straighten himself out a little bit, which the Yankees would love to see as he picks up another, an inning. So Atlanta up 3-2 on San Diego. And the NLCS is going to a Game 7. The Yankees are trying to avoid that. It's my paranoia making him do it twice. The OCD kicking in. So, Yankees up 3-2, going back to the Bronx. San Diego and Atlanta going to San Diego for the Game 6 and 7. It's not Quantrill versus Bieber. It will be Cole versus Bieber. Very interesting. Also, I want to really quickly just show before we go into this game, which, by the way, San Diego does come back to win the World Series there. So we will possible rematch with the 98 World Series, Yankees versus Padres. But Bieber pitched Game 3. He's going on 3 days rest. Savali pitched Game 1. He's slated for Game 7. Very curious how Cleveland is working their rotation for this series. But I guess also, if you're going to go down, you want your best pitcher on the mound, and that is Bieber. Pretty much everybody out of the pen good to go because of the travel day for the Yankees. Cole actually has been the worst Yankee starter, but he's getting the most money, so he gets the ball in Game 6. Bieber is a righty, so even though Bobby Witt picked up a base hit, let's see, Brian Anderson has only been into pinch hit this, I'm trying to think. It's a shame, but if Brian Anderson could play short, I might actually give him a start. I might, like, honestly. But Cabrera's a switch hitter. He hits better typically in the Bronx. Let's see what happens. I also could probably put Polanco at short, but... Welcome to Game 6 of the ALCS. The Yankees on the verge of yet another pennant. With the pennant number 42. After winning the pennant last year as well in our game. Garrett Cole, who didn't do terribly, gave up 3 runs in 5 innings in Game 1. Trying to bounce back here in Game 6 and send the Yankees to the World Series. Bieber, who got roughed up in Game 3 on very short rest, trying to keep Cleveland's playoff hopes alive. Cole, you see there, 2 postseason starts, a 1-1 record, a 4.91 ERA. Has given up 6 runs in 11 innings pitched, a whip near 1.5. A lot of strikeouts. A lot of hits, though, too. Miles Straw hitting an even 400 on the postseason. That's after an 0 for 4 day in Game 5. Takes the first pitch, it's a strike, and we are underway. Changeup in off the plate, 1-1. That's inside again, 2-1. Cold night here in the Bronx. Swing and a miss, got him to chase a slider, 2-2. The 2-2 to Straw. Swing and a miss, got him on the curve, 1 away. A very different start to Game 1 where Straw singled off of Cole. And that brings up Ahmed Rosario, the shortstop, hitting .205 this postseason. Takes one up and in, 1-0. And again, it looks like Cole trying to be a little too fine.
Nope, that's the ball.
As that's low, 2-0. There's a strike on the outer edge, 2-1. Swing and a miss, chase the slider out of the zone to help him out, 2-2. And this one ripped on the left field line, but just foul. Still 2-2. Rosario staying alive. Another 2-2. Change up, popped foul and out of play. Rosario making Cole work. And this has been a key to Cleveland's success here in the Bronx. But jammed him with a fastball, and he pops it up to Arenado. Near the third base bag, makes the catch, 2 away. And we will look at Cleveland's starting lineup. We saw Straw and Rosario, followed by Stanton, Springer, Ramirez, Mountcastle, Torkelson the DH, Nottingham behind the plate, and Jimenez at second base. Stanton hitting .286. He had the big 3-run home run in Game 1 that was really all Cleveland needed. There's a strike, 0-1. That's his only home run, by the way, of the postseason. As that misses low off the plate, 1-1. Hanging breaking ball, ripped to left. Gallo makes the grab! Joey Gallo as he slams into the Boys and Girls Club sign. A low line drive for Stanton. Cole exhales as Cleveland goes 1-2-3, and we go bottom 1. Yankees and Cleveland scoreless. Shane Bieber, his 4th start of the postseason, a 1-2 record, a 4.86 ERA, a whip over 1.5, and a a little better than a 3-1 strikeout to walk ratio, 20-6. Jorge Polanco, 4 home runs, 7 RBI, 378 average, hit Bieber very well in Game 3. Bieber, a fastball, knuckle curve, slider, changeup, cutter pitcher, tops out about 95 on the gun. First pitch, chopped to the right side. There is Jimenez. He will flip to first, 1 away. The wind is blowing in today here at Yankee Stadium. That's probably why Stanton's shot didn't get out. Polanco, we just saw, followed by Joey Gallo, Nolan Arenado, Matt Olson, Avi Garcia, Jason Dominguez, Michael Conforto, Wilson Contreras, and the scuffling Oswaldo Cabrera. Gallo hitting .323, 1 home run, 3 RBI. Swings and misses on a slider, 0-1. Wind blowing in from dead center at an 8-mile-an-hour gust. As Gallo fouls off a fastball there, 0-2. Already a Let's Go Yankees chant arises from the Bronx faithful. And Gallo smashes this one to center field again. Wind blowing in. As that's caught by Springer. And again, you wonder if the wind is part of the reason why that ball died just shy of the track. As that brings up Arenado hitting .324. 5 home runs, 9 RBI in the postseason. Had 4 RBIs in Game 5. Chases a high fastball here, 0-1. And the 0-1, swing and a miss on a changeup, 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Bieber has a 7-pitch first inning. Very different from Cole, but same result. Zeros up here in the first. We go top 2. Scoreless in Game 6. George Springer, no home runs, 2 RBI, a .235 average. Picked up a couple of hits in Game 5. He's the only Cleveland Guardian to have multiple hits in Game 5. And this one grounded right back to Cole. He flips the first, 1 away. They are both of the infield single variety as Jose Ramirez, .297, no home runs, 3 RBI. Takes a pitch high, 1-0. What's up, Lynn? How's it going? Swing and a miss on a change now by Ramirez, 1-1. And now this one grounded foul, 1-2. Swing and a miss, got him on the back foot slider, 2 away. Might have been foul tipped into Contreras' glove. Either way, second K for Cole, as that brings up Ryan Mountcastle hitting .273, 1 home run, 5 RBI in the postseason. Picked up the only run batted in for Cleveland in Game 5, as that's grounded up the middle on a base hit. Dominguez picks it up and fires back in for the first hit of Game 6. Now Spencer Torkelson hitting a .125. Has been ice cold. Takes one inside off the plate, 1-0. 1 home run, 2 RBI this postseason, as he takes a strike at the knees, 1-1. And there's another strike, 1-2. Cole working quickly now, and then popped them up, out in front and underneath the slider. Garcia in shallow right center, makes the catch, and that'll do it. So Cleveland leaves a man on, and nothing else. We go bottom 2. No score in the Bronx. Matt Olson, Matty Ols, 4 home runs, 9 RBI, a .394 average. It's been red hot this ALCS after really carrying over from Game 3 of the ALDS as he takes a pitch high, 1-0. The 1-0 is outside and off the plate, 2-0. Again, Bieber on short rest. He had a very good first inning, but we'll see how he holds up. The 2-0. High and outside, 3-0. You know Olson's going to be taking here. And both pitchers blowing on their hands. You wonder if they're having trouble getting grip in the cold October night here. As there's a strike in the outside part of the plate, 3-1. Again, you want to try and make Bieber throw as many pitches as possible. Get to the middle relief of Cleveland's pen as Olson rips one to right, but Straw will run it down, 1 away. A little out in front of that fastball. But similar to Stanton's line drive, Straw able to run this one down. And now Avi Garcia, 3 home runs, 8 RBI, a .281 average. Picked up a couple of hits in Game 5 in Cleveland. Yankees are hoping that's him starting to turn things around. As he pops up the first pitch. Nottingham in foul ground. Oh, he makes the sliding grab for the second out of the inning. Had trouble tracking that one. Again, the wind really blowing in today. And that brings up Jason Dominguez hitting .267, 1 home run, 2 RBI. Dominguez has made really good contact all series, but not necessarily always finding something to show for it as he chases a low slider, 0-1. Won his first career Gold Glove this year. as he chops this one to short. Oh, batted down, knocked down Rosario, mishandled it. That should go as an error. That's an error on Rosario. And that'll bring up Michael Conforto now, hitting .345 with 5 solo home runs. Dominguez, very good speed off of first, but with 2 outs, not going anywhere. And Michael Conforto says, everybody, we're just going to trot around the bases. Goodbye, baseball. A 2-run shot to right for Magic Mike. A missile into the second deck. His 6th home run of the playoffs. RBI 6 and 7, and the Yankees take a quick 2-0 lead here in Game 6 of the ALCS. Michael Conforto continues to clobber Cleveland pitching and comes through with possibly the biggest home run of his career thus far. What a shot by Conforto! 406 to right, 110 off the bat. Wilson Contreras now up at the plate, hitting .294, and again, it starts with the Rosario error at short. Contreras, 3 home runs, 5 RBI in the postseason. So one of those runs unearned for Bieber. And now 2-0 to Contreras. And the 2-0 is low, 3-0. Cabrera on deck. You wonder if Bieber is pitching around Contreras, knowing Ozzy Cabrera's on deck and been scuffling lately. The 3-0, there's a strike, 3-1. The 3-1, swing and a miss on a fastball, the count now full. The payoff pitch from Bieber. Smacked down the right field line, foul. Still 3-2 late on the fastball. Maybe another 3-2. And another foul ball. Contreras just missing those last 2 heaters. 8th pitch of the at-bat on its way. Checked his swing, does not go. Ball 4. So a 2-out walk, and that brings up Ozzy Cabrera, which at the very least means the top of the third will turn over the lineup for the Yankees. But Cabrera would really love to start getting back on track as he fouls off a fastball here, 0-1. The one hit in the postseason for him, a home run, also has a sac fly. And now the 0-1 pitch is a strike on the outer edge, 0-2. The 0-2 inside, 1-2. And now the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a high fastball, strike 3. Cabrera's struggles continue. But Michael Conforto, a 2-run bomb to right, following the error by Rosario. We go top 3. It's 2-0 Yankees. Jacob Nottingham, .333 average, 3 solo home runs in the postseason. Will lead off here against Cole in the 3rd. And he takes a strike, 0-1. Nottingham, former Baltimore Oriole. Swings through a changeup here, quickly 0-2. Ooh, and that slider just off the edge, says the umpire, 1-2. Now Nottingham late on a fastball, fouls it off, 1-2. Swing and a miss, got him on the curve, 1 away. And that brings up Andres Jimenez, the second baseman, hitting a .188 this postseason. He takes one just a little high, says the ump, 1-0. Jimenez, 1 home run, 2 RBI. Chops this right back to Cole. Fields fires from the rubber, 2 away. Now that brings up Miles Straw, 0 for 1. He struck out his first at-bat. And again, just a touch high from Cole, 1-0. And now a touch low, 2-0, kind of nibbling a bit, and the umpire really not helping him. This one lined foul, 2-1. Cole made sure that one got the plate. And now a low slider, 3-1. Rosario on deck.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And this one lined to right, and that's a base hit. Oh, it gets by Garcia. Garcia misplayed it, and Straw's off to the races. And that's going to allow Straw to go to third with a triple. I don't know why Dominguez didn't get that in, so what should have been a single turns into a triple. And that brings up Ahmed Rosario now, a chance to make up for his error. So he takes one inside, 1-0. Swings and misses on a change, 1-1. Slices one foul, 1-2. Slices another foul, still 1-2. And another one foul. So pesky Miles Straw again on the base paths. Rosario lays off that slider. 2-2, now 2-2. And another foul ball. Rosario did this in his first at-bat. He was retired, but he made a lot of pitches from Cole. And that's a full count now. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Pull a fastball by him at 99. Said, here it is, and try and hit it. So Cleveland strands a runner in scoring position. We go bottom 3, 2-0 Yankees. Jorge Polanco 0 for 1 with a ground out in the first. Grounded out to second, his counterpart Jimenez. He fouls off a knuckle curve here, 0-1. Polanco coming off a 4 for 5 day. 30th pitch of the day here from Bieber. Off the plate, 1-1. The 1-1, fouled straight back, 1-2. Now this chopped back to Bieber. He'll go to first, 1 away. Polanco hit it well, but Bieber fielding his position. And that brings up Joey Gallo, who flew out in his first at-bat, and he's 0 for 1. First pitch from Bieber to Joey is sliced on the left field line, just foul, 0-1. Gallo trying to shoot it through the gap there on the left side of the infield. And now popped up, long run for Ramirez. Makes the catch in foul ground. That was a long run for Jose, but he gets there for the second out of the inning. As that brings up Nolan Arenado, a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. And Arenado's going to rip this one to left center field and deep. Going back is Springer. It's going to be one hop against the wall. Again, wind blowing in tonight, but nobody was going to catch that one. It's a 2-out double for Nolan Arenado. And that brings up Matt Olson now 0 for 1. Arenado not fleet of foot. So it'll be hard to get him home on a single. As Olson fouls a fastball back 0-1. He hit the ball very well in his first at-bat to right, but Straw was able to run it down and rob him of a hit. And now the 0-1 is low, 1-1. Again, Yankees trying to get Bieber to get that pitch count up early. The 1-1. High, 2-1. They didn't do it in the first, but they've done it since then. Really working the count and making the more pitches Bieber throws, the more advantageous it is for the Yankees as Olson chases what would have been ball 3. Instead, the count is 2-2. And this will be the 40th pitch of the day for Bieber. And it's off the plate. The count now full. Avi Garcia on deck. Considering his struggles lately, you wonder if Bieber also pitching around Olson a little. And here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on a low changeup would have been ball 4. So he gets Olson to chase. We go top 4. Still 2-0 Yankees. Giancarlo Stanton lined out to deep left. Joey Gallo made a heck of a play. He takes the ball there, 1-0. Stanton, kind of ice cold since game 2. Fouls one off there, 1-1. Already the 50th pitch of the day for Cole. Is outside, 2-1. And now this fouled off at the plate, 2-2. The 2-2 to Stanton. Just got a piece of that curveball, still 2-2. That's what he struck out on in the, or no, he didn't strike out on, I think he hit the ball on in his first at-bat. Fouls off a slider there, still 2-2. And it'll be another 2-2. Popped him up to right. Long run for Garcia, but he gets there and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Playing Stanton to pull, that was a long run for Avi. But one away here in the top of the 4th, as that brings up Springer. Springer 0 for 1. Grounded back to Cole in his first at-bat. They called out a ball there, 1-0. And there's a changeup for a strike, 1-1. Cole really likes to pitch up and in. He's not getting nearly as many calls as he usually does there, as that misses low, 2-1. And again, Cole behind in the count, having to battle, really fight to get back in these, not a lot of swings and misses from Cleveland tonight, as that's fouled off. The count levels at 2-2. Check this swing, went around though, says the umpire, strike 3, 2 away. Just as I say that. Cole also not getting a lot of quick outs. Aside from the first at-bat against Springer, not a lot of like first or second pitch outs, as Jose Ramirez 0 for 1, struck out in his first at-bat. 60th pitch of the day for Cole is there for a strike, 0-1. And another quick strike, 0-2. The 0-2 to Ramirez. Low and inside. Tried to go back to that back foot slider he struck on out in the first time. And now 1-2's frozen with the curve. Back-to-back Ks. That ends the top of the 4th. We go bottom 4. Yankees up by a pair. Really the only mistake tonight for either guy was the home run to Conforto by Bieber. That's the way it goes sometimes. Avi Garcia 0 for 1 with a pop out to the catcher. First pitch from Bieber is popped up again. This one on the first baseline, now drifting into foul ground. Nottingham makes the catch, 1 away. And that brings up Jason Dominguez. He reached on an error but came around to score on the Conforto home run. And he fouls a fastball straight back, 0-1. The 0-1, swing and a miss on a knuckle curve, 0-2. And the 0-2 from Bieber is off the plate, 1-2. It'll be a 1-2. Oh, up and in, he plunked him. No intent there, but Dominguez not happy as he takes his base, and that brings up Conforto, who's right now all the offense tonight with a 2-run home run. The first pitch to Mike is low, 1-0. And now the 1-0. Fouled straight back out of play, 1-1, just a little out in front of that cutter. He was ready for it, but he took something off of it, did Bieber. It'll be a 1-1. And now late on the fastball, a little 1-2. Or no, still a little out in front. Bieber already looking a little tired, only hitting 92 on the gun. This is his 50th pitch of the night. That's high, 2-2. A check on Dominguez over at first. He has the only Yankee stolen base in the postseason. Came earlier in the series against Cleveland. He's also been caught stealing. Swing and a miss. Good curveball from Bieber. 2 away. Conforto recognized it a little too late, and that brings up Contreras, who walked in his first at-bat. Swings and misses on a slider. 0-1. The 0-1 to Wilson. Smacked up the middle. Oh, what a play by Jimenez to rob Contreras of at least a single. If that gets by him, the way they were playing, that could have rolled all the way to the wall. And I'm telling you now, Dominguez likely scores. Jimenez with possibly a run-saving play. We go top 5. Yankees still up by only 2. Ryan Mountcastle 1-for-1 with a single. Takes one low, 1-0. And now chops one. Oh, Arenado, what a play! Gold Glove defense all around. Dives to rob Mountcastle, and then a strong throw to first to get him one away. And that brings up Spencer Torkelson now, who is 0-for-1. And there's a strike, 0-1. There's another strike, 0-2. And now this one chopped to the left side. Cabrera is there, fires the first, 2 away. And that brings up Jacob Nottingham, who struck out in his first at-bat. And swing and a miss on a fastball there, 0-1. Chases a changeup to help out Cole, 0-2. And a backdoor slider. He got good wood on it. Drives it to deep left, but again, the wind is blowing in, and Gallo in the corner makes the catch against the wall to end the inning. You wonder tonight if this was a more offensive-minded ball game. A lot of deep fly balls dying on the warning track for both teams. We go bottom 5. Still 2-0 Yankees as Ozzy Cabrera 0-for-1 with a strikeout in his first at-bat. Leads off here against Bieber. And he takes a pitch inside, 1-0. And Cabrera now skies one to left, but Stanton is there. Makes the catch, 1 away. And now Jorge Polanco 0-for-2 with a couple of groundouts. Despite being on short rest, Bieber's done a real nice job tonight. Couple of walks. As that's fouled back out of play, 0-1. A double by Arenado and a 2-run home run by Conforto. Those are the only 2 hits he's given up. The 0-1 outside to Polanco, 1-1. Who has grounded out to second and back to the pitcher. The 1-1 is in there for a strike, 1-2. Good backdoor curveball. And now the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nottingham throws the first to complete the play, 2 away. 5 Ks for Bieber, and that brings up Joey Gallo. 0-for-2 with a fly out and a pop out. This will be the 60th pitch of the night for Bieber. And it's a strike to Gallo on the outside edge, 0-1. Kind of wondering why Cole hasn't been getting that call. The 0-1. Gallo fouls it straight back, 0-2. And that's just off the plate, says the ump, 1-2. And Gallo chases the curve, strike 3. 6 Ks for Bieber. We go top 6. Yankees up 2-0. Jimenez, 0-for-1 with a ground out back in the third. Will lead off here against Cole. Swings to a fastball, 0-1. There's a strike at the knees, 0-2. Lays off the back foot slider, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
And that's low, 2-2. Swing and a miss, blew a fastball by him at 98, 1 away. 7 Ks for Cole, and that brings up Straw, who tripled. Really, he's a single and a 2-base error, but tripled back in the third was stranded there, and first pitch swinging pops it up to Olsen near first, 2 away. It's a big out for Cole. They get a 1 pitch out there as Rosario 0 for 2. Takes a strike at the belt, 0 and 1. Because you're looking at Cole and his stamina and his health, and is this one chopped to third? Arenado there quickly to first. And Cole has probably his best inning of the night. We go bottom 6. Yankees still up 2-0. Nolan Arenado, 1 for 2 with a double against Bieber.
Leading off for the Yankees, the third baseman, Nolan.
Chops a curveball foul, 0 and 1. Former second-round pick of the Rockies. And this one chopped to the left side. Rosario there. Fields fires the first, 1 away. And that brings up Matt Olson, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a line out.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
Olson swings through a first pitch fastball, 0 and 1. That's graphics incorrect. He was the 2022 ALCS MVP. He might be 2023 also, but we'll see, as this is fouled back out of play, 0 and 2. Yankees still need to get 9 more outs before we discuss that one. The 0-2 to Olson. Way inside, 1 and 2. Bieber with those dead eyes. The 1-2 off the plate levels the count at 2 and 2. This will be the 70th pitch of the night for Bieber. And it's high, and the count goes full again on Olsen. Avi Garcia on deck. The 3-2. Backdoor slider catches the edge. Strike 3 looking, 2 away. 7th K for Bieber, and that brings up Garcia, who's popped out to the catcher twice.
Right fielder, Garcia.
Takes one up and in, 1 and 0. Well, Cleveland needed a little bit of length out of Bieber tonight on short rest, and he's given them that, as that misses high, 2 and 0. Even though the Yankees have kind of really worked the count against him, this might be his last inning of work. The 2-0, the strike at the top of the zone, 2 and 1. This will be pitch number 75 on the night now. And it's high, 3 and 1. Jason Dominguez on deck, who has been hit by a pitch and reached on an error and scored a run. The 3-1 is in there for a strike, 3 and 2. Came at him with the cutter, a rare cutter from Bieber. And this one smacked to fairly deep center field. Springer going back will make the catch. Again, wind blowing in tonight. Garcia hit it well, but nothing to show for it. We go top 7, still 2-0 New York. Giancarlo Stanton 0 for 2. This is likely Cole's last inning of work. This will be his 80th pitch of the night. And there's a strike, 0-1. Yankees seeing if they can't get him through the heart of the lineup. There's a strike at the knees, 0-2. And a backdoor slider's fouled off at the plate, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 away. Huge strikeout for Cole. 8th of the day, because it also means that if the Yankees can sit the next 8 men in order, Stanton will not get another at-bat tonight. Springer 0 for 2. Swings through a fastball, 0-1. He has struck out and grounded out. Check this swing, went around, says the umpire, 0-2. Cole looking to finish strong. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. Contreras gets the angle, fires the first 2 away. 9 Ks for Garrett. And that brings up Jose Ramirez, who are 2 of those 9 strikeouts. And that's high and off the plate, 1-0. And that's off the plate, 2-0. There's a strike at the knees, 2-1. 90th pitch of the day for Cole. Swing and a miss on the change, 2-2. And this foul back out of play, still 2-2. Ramirez making him work. That drifts outside. The count now full. Mountcastle on deck. The payoff pitch is low, ball 4. I think that's the first walk of the night from Cole. And now the Yankee bullpen is going to get up in a hurry. Cole Sulser starting to warm now for the Yankees. Mountcastle 1 for 2 with a single. Chops this to the right side. Polanco is there. Fires the first. And that'll do it. Get up and stretch. We're going bottom 7. Yankees still up 2-0. Dominguez 0 for 1 hit by a pitch. Scored a run. Reached on an error.
Leading off for the Yankees, the center fielder, Jason Dominguez.
And it looks like Jordan Hicks now starting to warm for the Yankees. As is Garrett Crochet, the usual setup men. Dominguez 0 for 1. That walk, though, means that Stanton will get one more at-bat, as that is up the middle and through for a base hit. So Dominguez picks up a solid single to center. And now if you're the Yankees, that's going to do it for Bieber. He goes 6+. The runner on first is responsibility. Conforto coming in. He will face Jose Alvarez, his 7th appearance of the postseason. 6 1/3 innings pitched to face the lefty Conforto, whose 2-run home run in the 2nd inning is the difference right now in the game. The first pitch to Conforto. Swing and a miss on a change, 0-1. Again, Dominguez isn't the best base stealer. He's good when he gets a good jump. He's got natural speed, very Bernie Williams-like. Conforto chases one low, now 0-2. Swing and a miss, got him on 3 pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And that'll bring up Wilson Contreras 0 for 1 with a walk tonight.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Contreras chases a low sinker, 0-1. Casey Sadler and Nick Sandlin warming the pen. Sinker change, fastball, slider pitcher is Alvarez. And Contreras just missed that sinker, fouled it off, 0-2. The 0-2, chopped foul, still 0-2. Good changeup in the dirt. Contreras, though, just able to get a piece. The 0-2, another foul ball. So the line on Bieber, I mean, he's got 3 hits, a couple of walks. Contreras, this could be 2. The flip to second for 1, on to first. Scooped nicely by Mountcastle, and that'll end the 7th inning. We go top 8. Yankees still nursing a 2-0 lead. And in comes Jordan Hicks, his 4th appearance of the postseason. He has a save in 3 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, no walks. Looking to possibly set things up here. Torkelson 0 for 2 with a flyout and a ground out. Takes a strike to start things off 0-1. Now swings through a change, 0-2. Now gets a piece of the cutter to stay alive, still 0-2. And now pulls one foul, and still 0-2. And he's making Hicks work a little. Swing and a miss, got him on the cutter, strike 3, 1 away. And that'll bring up Jacob Nottingham, who's 0 for 2.
The catcher, number 13.
That's inside, 1-0. And this one ripped towards right field. That is going to be a base hit. Cut off by Garcia. He'll hold Nottingham to a single. And that brings up Jimenez, who's 0 for 2. There's a strike in the outside corner, 0-1. There's a strike at the top of the zone, 0-2. Swing and a miss on the sinker, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 2 away. And that brings up Straw, 1 for 3 with a triple tonight. As he takes one low, 1-0. Nottingham not fleet of foot. There's strike 1-1. Swing and a miss on a cutter, 1-2. And now the 1-2 to Straw. Foul back and out of play, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Hicks, despite the one-out single, ends up striking out the side. And we go bottom 8. Yankees still nursing a 2-0 lead.
Your attention, please.
Nick Sandlin coming in for his 6th appearance of the postseason, a 1.8 ERA in 5 innings pitched. Ozzy Cabrera, 0 for 2 tonight. And Giovanni Gallegos starting to warm. He will have to face the 2, 3, 4 hitters. But he will be the guy. He is the Yankee closer, and he's going to get a chance. As Cabrera jammed on the first pitch, shallow pop up to center. It'll be Jimenez who goes back and makes the catch, 1 away. And now that brings up Polanco, who's 0 for 3 tonight.
The second baseman.
Spill water on myself. And Polanco, if it's fair, it's gone. It is a foul ball. Turned on the inside slider, looking to give the Yankees some insurance. Now takes a pitch outside, 1-1. Sadler and Williams warming in the Cleveland pen. This fouled off, 1-2. Remember, in game 1, Cleveland got two insurance runs against Gallegos. As this one is ripped towards right center field and deep. Springer going back, getting on his horse, running it down for the second out of the inning. And now that brings up Joey Gallo, 0 for 3. Struck out in his last at-bat. Chases an inside slider, 0-1. Trying to ambush the pitch. But then Gallegos did pitch a very nice inning in game 5 to try and get back on track, so to say, as that swung on and missed, 0-2. That's way inside as Joey jackknifes out of the way, 1-2. And swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. Nottingham finds it, fires the first in time. We go top 9. Can the Yankees return the favor that Cleveland did to them in game 1? Cleveland shut them out 5-0. Yankees trying to do that here in game 6, up by 2. Gallegos making his 3rd appearance of the postseason. A 9 ERA in 2 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, no walks. Feast or famine for Gallegos. It'll be the 2, 3, 4 hitters starting with Rosario. And just in case, Cole Sulser joins Garrett Crochet warming in the pen. First pitch, Rosario ambushes it but knocks it foul, 0-1. Rosario 2 for 5 in his career against Gallegos with a double. Swing and a miss there, though, 0-1. Just gets a piece of the slider to stay alive, 0-2. And this one ripped to left center, fairly deep, but Dominguez is there, 1 away. A huge first out for Gallegos because that means that Stanton now is not the tying run. He's 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch is called a strike at the belt, 0-1. And now this chopped foul, 0-2. Swing and a miss, got him on the slider, pulled the string, 2 away. And for a man who looked like he could have been MVP of this series in the first 2 games, he crawled into a shell and disappeared between games 3 and 6. The last hope now for Cleveland, George Springer. Fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. Swing and a miss on the changeup, 0-2. Cleveland down to their last strike. Gallegos looking for redemption. Cleveland looking to hold on. The Yankees looking to go back to the World Series. The pitch is outside, 1-2. The 1-2. Chop to the left side. Cabrera is there. Fields fires the first. He got him. The Yankees win the pennant. The Yankees win the pennant. Their 42nd pennant. And for back-to-back years, they're going to the World Series. This time looking to win it all as they will face the San Diego Padres. But the Yankees come back from a 2-0 hold, win 4 in a row, including Game 6 here in the Bronx by the score of 2-0. Gallegos with a perfect ninth gets the save, and the Yankees win the pennant 4-2 against the Cleveland Guardians. A pitcher's duel. Bieber versus Cole, and a singular mistake by Cleveland haunts them, similarly to how Game 1 went in their favor. Cole, your player of the game with a walk, 9 strikeouts, 2 hits, and 7 innings pitched. Bieber, the hard luck loser, technically no earned runs. That doesn't make sense because he gave a 2-run home run. 1 walk, 7 Ks, 3 hits, 6 innings pitched, and Gallegos picks up his first save of the postseason in the biggest game yet. He gets out the 2, 3, 4 hitters for Cleveland. The Guardians are going home. The Yankees are now await the Padres. And there it is. Possibly Game 6 and 7 to start off November. It will be Brandon Woodruff in Game 1. Cole can go Game 2. So I'm not going to pitch Cole on 3 days rest. Probably Cole could go Game 2. If not, definitely Game 3. But Woodruff will get the start in Game 1. He is very well rested. And then it will be either Musgrove or Cole. And then either Musgrove or Cole. And then 4 will be Robbie Ray. And 5, depending on how the series goes, 5 will be Cole or Quantrill or whoever. But Cleveland shut us out 5-0. Again, I mean, Bieber pitched his heart out. He went 6 innings, only gave it the 2 runs, but he falls to 1-3. As the Yankees outscore Cleveland in the final 4 games, 23-5. After they outscored us 8-2 in the first 2. Oh, 3-1 for Cleveland. 2-3-0 for the Yankees. So San Diego wins in 7. The Yankees win in 6. And like I said, Chris Paddock will get the start for San Diego. It's going to be Woodruff for us. Unless Cole's at full strength, I don't think he will be, but it'll be Woodruff for us. So Yankees, Padres, World Series next week here on my channel. With luck, we will bring World Championship 28 back to the Bronx. So, but that's going to do it for me here tonight, everybody. I appreciate everybody who came by and tuned in to watch me win the pennant. I wish you a great long weekend. Enjoy all the football. And until Tuesday, where we will start against the Padres. It should be Tuesday, Mike. We should start Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be the World Series. And and then Friday will be New Game Friday, no matter what happens in the World Series. But so there you go. Holy cow. Yankees come back to win 4 in a row. Against the team, remember that we were 2-5 against in the regular season. So actually, we technically still finished with a losing record against Cleveland this year at 6-7. But the 4 wins that we got there at the end were the most important. So again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Lynn, Calvin, everybody else who's been here. who stopped by tonight. Josh, Cool Gamer. Have yourselves a wonderful, whoever else may be lurking and watching, have yourselves a wonderful long weekend. I'll see you Tuesday for more MLB The Show. It's the World Series, Yankees versus Padres.